It's quite astonishing how much Harry's popularity has actually plummeted in the last 10 years. When he turned 30, he was easily one of the most popular royals, rivaling the late Queen Elizabeth. And so to see him approaching 40 and right down at the bottom of the polls with Prince Andrew, it's quite a sad situation. I'm not quite sure who's going to go to this party, actually. Sometimes he comes across as very isolated in California. I think he's only got a very small circle of friends. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be invited, but there are quite a few people that would have gone to his wedding to Meghan, who he's no longer friendly with. And I do sometimes think he sort of is lacking the friends who he used to have in England, who he doesn't see anymore. Even Guy Pelly, who went to his 30th and was a very close friend, even though he lives in America, I'm not sure that he sees him a lot. He needs his mates to go for a beer with, and he doesn't really have that in Montecito. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's quite a small turnout for his birthday.
He was spending time with Courtney Cox, and he was spending time with all of these people behind closed doors. There was an attraction to the idea of royalty in general. Um, but in the last few years, there has been so much negativity and I mean, really serious accusations thrust at the British royal family, and a line has been drawn. So you look at somebody like Reese Witherspoon, who's been photographed just glowing in the presence of the Princess of Wales, Catherine. Reese Witherspoon has her production company that is absolutely killing it. This book club, very much on par with something that Meghan Markle is likely trying to create behind the scenes with American Riviera Orchard. And it's a mixture between Prince Harry just kind of looking like a miserable young man, a miserable person, and not really wanting to associate with that because who wants to hang out with Debbie Downer? He takes himself too seriously. Have a laugh. Sometimes you can laugh about laugh about some of the mistakes you've made since you've been here in the last 4 years. They should have come out and cackled at the South Park episode. If they would have come out and said something funny in return about the South Park episode, they would have shut South Park down, and we would no longer use it to as an example for when the Americans completely fell out of love with Harry and Meghan. I always, when somebody goes, when did it go south, I'm like, South Park, because they were the first ones that had the guts to criticize them. Remember when Bethany Frankel came out and said that Oprah interview was ridiculous, and then she had to come out immediately after and apologize and said she took it down because some big celebrity had called her and scolded her. That's how it was for almost 24 months. You could not criticize Harry and Meghan or you would be canceled.